friends, happy Monday. I hope you had a great weekend and you are about to start a really wonderful week. My name is Michelle Caudle and I'm the Director of Children's Ministries at Los Altos United Methodist Church. Today for our Maker Monday project, we're going to make a seat cushion. Since we're sitting at home a lot and sometimes it doesn't feel very good on our bottoms to sit forever, I thought we could make a really cute seat cushion out of an old t-shirt. We did a similar activity making a reusable bag out of a t-shirt at Changemaker Summer Camp, and we had so much fun doing it. I thought we could do this project. So what you'll need is a t-shirt. You may want to ask your parents for an old t-shirt because you want it to be a pretty good sized t-shirt. This t-shirt is from when I was in 3rd grade, and there was a contest to design the walkathon t-shirt, and I won. So I designed this t-shirt. You can see my beautiful signature at the bottom. So an old t-shirt, a pillow of some sort. You could use just regular old stuffing, but we probably want something like pillow frame. I have this old cushion, or this old pillow, that the stuffing's coming out of it, and it needs some help. So we're going to give new life to an old t-shirt and an old pillow today. If you have an old pillow, awesome. If you don't, you can go out and purchase one. We'll also need some sharp scissors, a ruler, and a marker to make some marks with. It doesn't really matter what color it is, but something. So the first thing we're going to do is cut off the seam at the bottom, the hem or the seam at the bottom of our t-shirt. We want to cut both the front and the back of the t-shirt at the same time. This is going to be crucial throughout this entire project. Okay, so now that we have our edge cut, we're going to use our ruler to measure 3 inches, and we're just going 3 inches from the edge all the way across. We're going to mark 3 inches just every once in a while. So here comes the fun part. We're going to be cutting 1-inch strips. Oh, before we do that, we're going to cut 3 inches up on the edge on either side. Okay. So we're going to be cutting 1-inch strips all the way across the bottom. 1 inch wide and 3 inches long. And this part does not need to be perfect, but I think keeping the ruler, the edge helps keep them about the same. And again, we want them to all be about 3 inches long, as close to perfect as possible. 3-inch strips, we're going to start tying the bottom. So you're going to take the first two pieces, I don't know, these things, and tie a double knot. And we're going to do that for the entirety of the edge. 2 knots. I think it's supposed to help if it's a square knot. So right over left, left over right. Right over left, left over right. I've got my bottom all tied up. Uh-oh. How am I going to get the pillow in? That's okay. What we're going to do is cut a line starting at the sleeve, and we're going to cut all the way across the top. Just one single line. And I'm also, this t-shirt has a really thick seam at the edge. I'm going to cut the seam off. Okay, so I cut one side of the seam, I'm gonna cut the other side of the seam now. Because the seams are really annoying. They're hard to cut through. So we're not going to. We're gonna cut around them as much as possible. Every t-shirt is different though. Yours might have a different seam situation. We'll see. And I'm gonna do the same thing on the other side. Okay, so now we have an opening. Let's put our pillow in and see what we're working with. Here we are. This is gonna look so good when it's done. See, this is a really old t-shirt. I'm seeing there's some stains on it. Oops. It's a little faded in places. But it's also from 1999. So that happens over time. So for the top, we've got these pesky arms. So what we're actually going to do is we're going to start cutting strips where the arm is, and we're going to cut all the way around. But first, I am going to make a mark where the top is. So right here is where the t-shirts meet on mine. So I'm going to make a mark on both sides. To the side for a while. On the sleeve, what we're going to do is cut the bottom, right where that under the arm seam is. We're going to make a cut, and then we're going to measure 3 inches, and we can cut off some of this sleeve because we're not going to need the entire thing. And we're going to start cutting 1-inch strips that are 3 inches long until we get to our mark where we're going to make the top of the t-shirt. And I'm going to cut that much. That. Okay, so I'm gonna start cutting 3-inch strips. Or sorry, 1-inch wide, 3-inch strips. And then from the top, you may need to cut a little bit off of the top of your t-shirt. You could even cut off the neckline. That might be a good way to go, just so you don't have to cut through it. But make sure you have enough room from the top to bottom before you cut that off, because you might need that length to get your cuts. So I'm going to cut off just a little bit. I'm going to need part of my neckline, so I'm leaving that, but the back is coming off. The back of the neckline is coming off, not the front. By fabric, and I'm going to do the same on the other side. I almost forgot. I'm going to cut at the seam and then cut 1-inch strips. Once you've got all of the pieces cut, this is kind of the tricky part, but you're going to put your pillow in and tie it in. Okay, you're going to start at one end and start tying those double knots. Right over left, left over right. Right over left, left over right. Right over left, left over right. And once you've finished tying, you're done. You've got a really cute, comfortable thing to sit on. And we have taken some old things that we might not use otherwise and turned them into something new and special. I'm going to sit on this now. You can't see it, but my bottom is so much more comfortable now, and I feel like I can sit up straighter, and I'm ready for virtual school. I hope you have a lot of fun with this project. I'd love to see what you make. What t-shirt did you choose? Did you get a t-shirt from your mom or dad? Or maybe you have a large t-shirt you can wear, you've been wearing, and you can repurpose. Do you make a small cushion or a big cushion? Where is your desk? Where do you do your schoolwork? I would love to know. So, send me your pictures, and I will see you later this week for the rest of our virtual children's moments, and Sunday for worship and Sunday school. Bye.